In today's video, I'm going to share 13 companies who just increased their dividends over the past month. These are all quality dividend growth stocks that could deserve a place in your portfolio. My name is Zach, this is Dividend Data, and you should leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video. Throughout, I'll be using the stock research tool I personally developed, which is available at dividenddata.com. Here you can do deep financial analysis on over 7,500 stocks, helping you find better investments. Link in the description and pinned comment. Stock number 1 is the Walt Disney Company, ticker symbol DIS. After suspending their long-growing dividend in 2020, it is finally back. On November 30th, the Disney board announced a cash dividend of 30 cents per share in respect of the second half of the fiscal year 2023. It is payable on January 10th, 2024 to shareholders of record at the close of business on December 11th, 2023. This information, like all others, is found in my Dividend Data tool. With the company finally growing free cash flow, Disney is primed for consistent dividend growth from here on out. The company set 2024 guidance as hitting free cash flow highs not seen since before the pandemic. That goal seems likely. Stock number 2 is Automatic Data Processing, ticker symbol ADP. The payroll software company just increased its quarterly dividend payment by 12%. This brings the forward-looking annual dividend to $5.60 per share. At current prices, that gives the stock a dividend yield of 2.42%. With the latest dividend raise, ADP now has 49 consecutive years of dividend increases. ADP stock has a 12.76% 10-year compound annual growth rate of the dividend. This is in line with the growth of free cash flow per share. It seems like high dividend growth is likely to continue at ADP. Stock number 3 is Atmos Energy, ticker symbol ATO. The company just increased its quarterly dividend payment by 8.78%. That makes the forward-looking annual dividend $3.22. At the current stock price, ATO has a dividend yield of 2.83%. ATO has reliably been growing their dividend at this 8% rate. However, ATO has the same problems as many utilities. There is constant dilution, negative free cash flow, rising debt levels, etc. That said, this is one of the higher growth utilities I have seen. Stock number 4 is Becton Dickinson & Company, ticker symbol BDX. This healthcare business is a dividend aristocrat, meaning it has over 25 years of consecutive annual dividend growth. They just increased their quarterly dividend by 4.4%. This makes the forward-looking annual dividend $3.80. At the current stock price, BDX has a dividend yield of 1.63%. In recent years, growth has followed this slower rate. With low growth and a high valuation, BDX doesn't seem like a great buy right now. Stock number 5 is MasterCard, ticker symbol MA. This digital payment network is the second largest in the world behind Visa. It shares many of the same qualities that make it one of the best dividend growth stocks. The 10-year compound annual growth rate of the dividend is 25.25%. This growth has slowed in recent years but is still quite strong. MasterCard's dividend is very sustainable at a 19% payout ratio. The company uses their large cash flows to pay a growing dividend and buy back shares. MasterCard just announced another 15.8% raise, declaring a 66-cent per share quarterly dividend. I'd expect high growth well into the future. Stock number 6 is Brown-Forman, ticker symbol BF-B. This consumer company owns multiple alcohol brands such as Jack Daniels. Brown-Forman is a dividend aristocrat and just increased its dividend payment by 5.83%. Stock number 7 is Emerson Electric, ticker symbol EMR. Also a dividend aristocrat, this industrial giant just increased its dividend payment by 0.96%. This gives it an annual dividend of $2.10. At current prices, the dividend yield is 2.38%. I think there are far better dividend options available. Stock number 8 is Hormel Foods, ticker symbol HRL. Also a dividend aristocrat, Hormel owns many popular food brands. The dividend saw high growth over the past decade, but I have long warned this high rate of growth was unsustainable. The most recent increase was only 2.73%. That's far from the double-digit growth it had for many years. With this raise, HRL stock pays a $1.13 annual dividend. Hormel's stock price has fallen 41% from its 2022 high. This makes the dividend yield 3.61%, which is the highest yield in over a decade. I would argue Hormel stock is only just getting closer to fair value. Stock number 9 is McCormick & Company, ticker symbol MKC. This is a leading consumer food company specifically focused around spices, mixes, and condiments. condiments. The stock is a dividend aristocrat and just increased its dividend payment by 7.69%. This is high growth despite the company's free cash flow problem in the past year. That drop in free cash flow has made the payout ratio unsustainable in 2022, although improving in 2023. MKC's stock price is down 35% from its 2022 high. The dividend yield is now 2.52%. Stock number 10 is Merck & Co., ticker symbol MRK. This healthcare company is not a dividend aristocrat as they had many years of no growth. However, they have restarted growth since 2011. The most recent increase was 5.48%. This makes the annual dividend $3.08. At current prices, that's a yield of 2.9%. Stock number 11 is Roper Technologies, ticker symbol ROP. This is an industrial software company which has surprisingly high growth. In fact, I'm adding it to my watch list. ROP stock is a dividend aristocrat and they just increased their dividend payment by 9.89%. The 5-year dividend CAGR is 10.15%. I'd expect growth to be around this rate moving forward. Stock number 12 is CVS Health, ticker symbol CVS. The pharmacy chain is the leading in the United States. CVS just declared a $0.665 per share quarterly dividend, which is a 9.9% increase from the prior dividend. Stock number 13 is Stryker, ticker symbol SYK. This medical device company has had strong earnings and price growth over the past decade. While not a dividend aristocrat, they have had a consistent pattern of increases. They just declared an 80-cent per share quarterly dividend, which is a 6.7% increase from the prior dividend. So here are 13 companies that just increased their dividend over the past month. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of these videos going forward. Make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if this video provided value. Sign up for dividenddata.com if you want to use the research tool I've been showing throughout. If the software helps you identify just one slightly better stock, then it pays for itself. Thanks for watching.